Okay, hi everyone. Game 2, 4-4. Can't you believe it? Oilers Golden Knights. Yeah, this one could have maybe ended in regulation. It could have ended in regulation for the Golden Knights, though. Here we are. Oilers come back again. It's all they do, but putting a new wrinkle on it. They then say, hey, look, I'm everyone who plays against the Oilers, and they blow a lead. So I don't know what to do with that. But here we are. Hi, Pete.
Quite the game. Quite the game. I said before we even went live here, like, having a good time. Quite the game. And you were like, not for me. This is one of those games that everybody loves except for anybody who has any rooting interest in it.
And that's what's fun when your team isn't in the... I mean, when a team I like isn't in the playoffs, I still gain 1,000,000 pounds, and I'm still very stressed watching all of these things. Like, even if I didn't like anyone in this game or care about who wins, I'd be stressed watching this game. That third period, madness.
I did stress eat a little bit during that third period. I had a box of M&Ms.
Okay, let's get it over with before we get to the overtime. Calvin Pickard, you're a bad teammate, man. Like, ultimate asshole watch. I'm sure in that moment, you're like, I'm a gamer. I'm staying in the... Your team has been hemmed in for, like, a calendar year. You're getting a whistle, and you're hurt! Take it!
I said it to you.
Idiot!
I legitimately think it's because he doesn't want to give any semblance of the idea that he might lose the net.
And I think considering the Oilers goalie situation, you'd rather just have a fucking gamer than someone who's an asshole and thinking about anything other than playing goalie.
Well, I mean, if we're being fair here, you want anybody whose name is literally not Stuart Skinner at this point.
Also wrong. How was Stuart Skinner after he got pulled last postseason? Did he come back and was he the best goalie in the NHL? I think he was.
Was it this long of a layoff?
Yeah, this postseason is not last postseason. He was so bad.
You get that whistle without having to leave the game. That was a total asshole move. And I'm sure he meant well, but in that moment he wasn't thinking. Bad job. Cost the team the game potentially, like literally.
Didn't think you
wanted At that point, okay. Now this would be the first time that a goalie cost the team a game this postseason.
I will say it didn't look good when was it Hurdle? Hurdle fell on his leg.
Yeah,
he looked like he was in a lot of pain. I was like, oh shit.
That's because he was hurt.
Yeah, right.
Which is why the official came over and said, so should we stop playing? He was like, no, not me. Again, I'm sure it comes from a good place, but if they lose, this would be the first time all postseason that the Oilers goaltending cost them a game. Why don't you stick that one in your blunt and smoke it?
But not because of the 5 goals he would have given up?
I was going to say.
No.
I don't know.
I'm operating in facts.
I don't know if that checks out, but...
How? What game? They won 2 games this postseason, and neither one was because of goaltending.
I mean,
all done.
The goaltending wasn't good in either of those games.
Correct. They didn't lose because of the goaltending. This would be an instance in which the goalie lost them the game. So you better win the game. Better win the game, Calvin Pickard.
Another slow start. Another slow start for the boys tonight. But a strong middle and not the best finish. They are lucky this game is even in overtime right now.
First period was a game of inches.
Golden Knights.
First period was a game of inches. Adam Henrique's brain needed to be more inches big. Just absolute, what are you doing, bud? The end of a very good PK. But, I mean, story of the game tonight, other than Calvin Pickard, who was great tonight. Was great. He was awesome in the second period. Total nails. Other than him potentially costing the team the game, 97-29. Very quiet. 97 looks like Jason Tatum at the end of these Celtics games. These are back-to-back nights I got to watch a guy enter the offensive zone, lose it, and get nothing done. Not used to seeing that from my guys.
He has given it up quite a bit tonight.
Okay, I'm at 1953. Where are you?
1955. So a few seconds behind here.
Well, if you see the headphones go, or you do one of my little things, you know what happened.
Cone Zone said, no offense, you guys go on mute as soon as the OT starts. No offense taken whatsoever. The fact that we're on mute means that you still have the stream up, so appreciate that.
I'll say no matter what happens, like, we have a series. This is like such a...
I mean, did anybody think that we weren't going to have a series? Even if the Oilers went up 2-0, I'd still be like, this is not over.
Correct. Ooh. I'm still so mad at Calvin Pickard for not taking that whistle. That is... They have now had a Jim Hiller moment, and I don't like that.
You cannot compare that to the Jim Hiller.
Yeah.
This is a guy in the moment wanting to stay in that hockey game. Then Hiller was a coach with plenty of time making a very stupid decision.
Not about staying in the game, though. You could still get the whistle. You stay in the game.
Well, that's fair, yeah.
Well, now you can't blame Pickard because this game should be over if it weren't for him.
They would not have gone to overtime.
Says who?
Did they score after?
No, but that doesn't mean they wouldn't have scored.
I feel like I'm the only one who's seen this.
I mean,
think you're probably if they lose this game. If they lose this game, I feel pretty confident you'll be the only person blaming Calvin Pickard for not taking the time out there.
I'll agree with that. I think people will look back on it and say it was a bad decision. I don't think they'll say they lost the game because of it.
Pete, I just need to know that you understand. If you do something that makes your team go to overtime, even if you do something in overtime, it's great that you did that, but you're still in overtime because of the thing that you did.
I mean, yeah, but I don't like directly blame him for the goal. Like, I would have absolutely taken the timeout before the goal for sure. But I don't like. I mean, I don't blame him for not taking the timeout.
We disagree on
it. It would have been the right decision.
Even if you don't blame him, they scored because of that.
Sure, but that's not to say that had they taken the timeout, that they couldn't have scored after that anyway. It's like you don't know.
They could have. We do know what happened when he didn't take the timeout, though, and we know what happened every second of the period after that, which was still another 9 minutes, which is the Golden Knights didn't score. Look, these lapses happen, but this was... Well, no, I think that you're being very dismissive of a pretty valid point.
Agree to disagree. Oh. I agree with Steve French. Says if the Oilers lose, it's on PK Subban.
Why? What did he do?
I don't think that's what Steve was saying. That works. I will say the intermission shows. That's what the intermission shows were a big time Jack Eichel love fest.
All right, I'm not even going to get started on the intermission shows. I'm here all fucking night. All I'll say about the intermission show is stop yelling. Stop yelling over each other. It's crazy. Let John Buccigross cook and stop yelling over each other.
Problem is, he's the host. He's not supposed to cook.
But, like, let him cook by hosting, is what I'm saying. He can't even host because they just yell as soon as the red light goes on. PK is a demonic presence. The new Pope is coming for PK's ass. It's so fucking funny that there's a picture of the Pope at the White Sox game.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
It's unbelievable.
So I'm defending the Pope there though, because someone lied and said he was a Cubs fan.
Yeah, but that was corrected pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the
okay.
Pope, oh, you thought that was like a gotcha thing?
That's what I saw people doing with it. That's how I saw it.
Oh no!
Like when I first saw it, that's what people were doing with it.
Oh no, I didn't see any of that.
They were like, "Oh, like they were like, what? You said he was a Cubs fan. This is like the worst day of my life, or something."
Yeah, like a couple hours after his name, his brother said that he was a White Sox fan.
Yeah, I think people just said that he was a Cubs fan so they could make the Cardinals jokes.
I think it was reported like on one of the broadcasts. I think one of the broadcasters did say it, but yeah, his brother said that he was a White Sox fan.
Apparently, his mom was a Cubs fan. The Pope definitely has an opinion on Quenneville getting hired.
I mean, if you never mind.
I'm also afraid to look at the chat now because they're
Sean
probably going to
immediately ejects on that point that he was going to make.
It's not worth it.
Oh no. Kulak absolutely got picked on the Golden Knights power plays tonight, by the way.
Yep, sure did. Was it Stone who just like rotated down low, and Kulak followed him and just opened up that lane to Olofsson?
Well, they just like kept hammering that backdoor play on him.
Yeah, but I mean on the second one, like Stone, as soon as Stone rotated down, he trailed him, and that's what opened up the lane for the Eichel pass.
Oh boy.
Is it straight out? Oh, high stick.
Well, the blood is straight out of his face. What up, baby? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Freddie's about to make himself bleed.
No, they're
What, Major?
it's the Oilers
What a
push for. I
replay.
mean, I'll lock in a double minor right now over a major, but
Oh, yeah.
yo,
Might be a major.
Oh,
That might be a major.
damn!
Jesus.
That might be like a suspension.
That was pretty bad. I don't know what's happening there. What
That
possesses
was
you in an
so
overtime
bad.
game in game 2 of the
That's
playoff series to turn
crazy.
around and cross check somebody in the face? What the fuck was that?
I did not know that. That's what just happened. What?
that was so.
It was
bad.
Nick Waugh too. What the fuck is going
Yeah.
on?
Okay,
Was he
that
trying
was
to
so
cross
bad.
check the puck?
That was so bad that I assume he couldn't have done it on purpose. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't even penalize that. That was so
I mean,
bad.
Still got penalized.
that-
but
no, like,
I mean,
my
that-
defense
that
would be
is-
like, if I did shit like that, I would have killed somebody by now. I don't do shit like that.
that's crazy. Yeah, like he
Uh-oh.
had to just
Hold
like,
on.
tried to-
Hold on. Major.
Yeah,
I would have hoped so. We would have had to do another segment on
is-
reffing.
That has got to be the stupidest penalty of the postseason. Yeah.
No.
What's the stupidest penalty of the postseason?
You're overlooking a big one.
Give it to me. I'm blanking.
Jim Hiller delay of game.
Oh. In a different way, but yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's like the thinking man's worst penalty of the postseason. Okay. This is the
this is the caveman.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Holy Christ.
Mammoth PP for the Oilers here.
If that were Calvin Pickard, he would have said, keep playing. I'm good.
Keep going, I'm good.
Oh.
I will say it would be pretty hilarious if the Oilers two series in a row just get like gifted series basically by just pure idiocy.
It's kind of like the Oilers getting a taste of their own medicine when a team outstupids them and loses a series.
I think the Oilers' own medicine is so potent that without them having tasted it before, it's like how, like, your hit, what's good for you would kill me kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, if they had a drop of their own medicine, they would die. Because they're the only people who haven't had it. Ah, fuck.
I like that idea, puck follower. That penalty was so stupid. They should just have to play the 5 minutes, even if the Oilers score.
No, because Calvin Pickard would like get hurt and be like,
no, like the game is over. No, the game is over. Like the Oilers win if they score, but you gotta play out the rest of the
gotta
power
stay
play
out
anyway.
there. You have to stay there. Everyone else can leave. You have to stay out there for like 5 minutes. I like that. Pickard would stay too. All right, Wallman.
I still can't believe that cross check. That was so fucking crazy.
That was the craziest part of this game.
I wonder if he's still gonna get or might get suspended. 5 minute major probably helps that not happen.
I need to know what was happening there.
All right. Can I get some Connor McDavid, please? All right. Here we go. Oh, you... Can we swear on here?
No, there's a new pope.
I was going to do some old school ones.
JZF says, "Can I buy your hat? Your NHL on Fox hat?" No, you cannot. I love that hat.
Evander Kane didn't even drive himself to the game today.
No.
Is that what he did game one?
No, he drove himself. He drives himself to the home games, and he gets dropped off on the road.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
No,
that's
it doesn't.
Because I did see. Well, it doesn't.
$8 million cars.
What I was gonna say.
Can't afford.
What makes sense is that when I saw the car, it had an MGM logo on it, and I was confused by that part. But that makes sense now.
You were confused by a car carrying Evander Kane having an MGM logo on it?
I was confused by all of it. I was confused why he was getting out of the back seat of the car, why he tipped the driver on camera, like that was like clearly a show. and why there was an empty out. It's the whole thing confused me.
Evander Kane does not strike me as a man who budgets well. For some reason. I don't know why. That's a good point. Isn't there a team bus? Why doesn't he have the team bus?
Because the team bus isn't as nice as a Rolls Royce.
Do you think the Oilers are just like, let him do whatever he wants? Who cares?
I mean,
seems like that's kind of they have those rules for certain players.
After what they did to him this year, he should be able to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that was. They were probably like, "Hey, Evander, we just need you to not play all year." And he's like, "I get a car? I'll do it if I get a car."
Hey,
I mean, like, I'm not kidding. I think he could have been back.
Like, how is he affording that car? It's very expensive, and we know his financial situation is in flux sometimes. That would answer some parts of the question.
It's in the contract.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the Aiden Hill experience in this series has been something. You can say whatever you want about Calvin Pickard, but at least the things that you're criticizing him for happened when he was injured. I don't know what Aiden Hill's deal is half the time.
I mean, I thought he was really bad. Like, for second period, they should have been laying it on. Good win. Come on.
Carter's right. Kane does have a little Dennis Rodman to him. It kind of feels like it's easier for everyone if they just stay out of his way.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman also famously loved Vegas.
Do you think Evander Kane has the same propensity for cross-dressing? Or the North Korean government?
I'm going to guess no on both of those.
Same, but you never know.
It's true. We don't kink shame.
God damn.
There's not precedent for someone killing a 4-minute power play or I guess 5-minute power play in overtime, is there?
Nope. I'm gonna say bold statement. I think you wanted a goal during that 5-minute major.
Still 6 seconds left.
Damn, that kind of sucks because the stupidest penalty ever loses a little bit of steam if they don't score on it.
I mean, I kind of like the idea that he got to do the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a hockey game and just get away with it.
He got a game attached to that, right?
Yeah, it was misconduct. So yeah, I guess he doesn't fully get away with it, but
the newest chat. Yeah.
Who do you have winning the cup? I think Nashville. After signing Stamkos and Marsh. Hey, you never know.
Buying low stonks. Buy the dip, baby.
After management canceled the playoffs, they're gonna respond.
Dude, that penalty rocks. The more I see it, the more I'm just like, that's the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen.
Most outrageous penalty of
it was just like he was in the middle of a hockey game and he was like, you know what I want to do right now is fuck up Trent Frederick. Yeah. I'm going to do that real quick and then I'm going to get back to the hockey.
How does Frederick still have a face?
He looks like he's having such a bad time.
I would too if I got
mean,
maliciously cross-checked in the face.
Too.
Two-hander.
He was just walking down the street. Next thing you knew, he was getting his ass beat.
I really hope that Wahl talks to the media after the game. I really want to know what was going through that skull.
I don't like the 45 minutes, by the way, that they have taken in this 6 seconds. With this last 6 seconds.
With a home cooking.
Yeah.
I also, like, what is it with the Oilers?
Oh
and
my God.
every draw taking
Oh my God.
5 seconds.
Oh my God.
God damn it.
Oh, wow.
Oh. God damn. Fuck.
Wow.
Get out of town. Shut the front door. Oh.
What I was saying was why is it 45 seconds for every face-off in an Oilers game?
Well, because Leon gets kicked out.
Well, yeah, but like, it's not just him.
It is often a very big event.
Yeah, the referee gave a fucking soliloquy to Podkolzin earlier in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember that.
If you're in here for the first time for some reason, please press the subscribe button. It goes a very long way for us. And check out our daily episodes. We have Dmitry Filipovich on the show tomorrow. He was a big Oilers guy in the first round. We'll see what his take is on this series. God.
Jesus, that's tough.
Hyman, Connor Brown, a lot of crossbars tonight. A lot of crossbars. Red ones. OT like Spike? Sure, yes. Please like the video. Press like. I just did it. Oh. How do they not score there?
Oh, it's out. You know who they would have scored on there?
Who?
Stu Skinner.
I don't know about that. You're trying to press buttons. I don't appreciate it.
No, I'm just saying the wraparounds, not Stu's specialty.
I'm also not even advocating for Stu. I'm being.
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying
if that guy did something that could very well cost them the game, cost them the win. We'll see if it ends up costing them a potential OT win. Oh, actually, you know who would have allowed that goal? Calvin Pickard.
If it was
Wallman
not
stopped it.
Stuffed, yeah.
Where the hell is OT Leon? In my day, Leon Draisaitl scored an overtime goal.
Famously only has one.
Shut up.
Somehow the Leon solo OT goal feels less realistic than the OV one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have a reputation as a clutch player, it's kind of crazy to not have OT goals.
Right. And like he scores 1 million OT goals during the regular season.
Yeah.
And the Oilers play a bunch of playoff games. If you had to determine who deserves to win this game at this point, yeah. I don't... yeah, okay.
Like, dominated the third period. Came into some luck, yes. But also lucked out by Brett Kulak not being called for the high stick on Jack Eichel. Killed off a 5-minute major in overtime. You deserve to win.
If you're curious, the deserve to win meter agrees. They give the Vegas Golden Knights but a 55% deserve to win. Oh no, that didn't look good.
It does not look good.
That's got shoulder written all over it.
Oh, yep. Ah, yikes. Ooh. He went in hard.
Yeah.
Could have been a penalty. There wasn't a hit. Let me see that again. Oh. How many posts? How many posts?
Who got injured? That was McNabb, right?
Yeah.
Nice, Kyle. Truly is the postseason.
Someone said, I like to pronounce the deserve to win meter like it rhymes with kilometer. Deserve to win-ometer.
Oh, man, that would fuck me up so bad.
The winometer. I like that.
Deserve to winometer.
Oh, wait, let me see this. Okay.
I'll tell you what. That's certainly a penalty, no?
Oh, that could be tripping.
Yeah.
I was only looking at upper body stuff, so I was like, there was no hit. What are they talking about? But yeah, it's stick.
Oh my.
We all silly like the mayor.